Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing fabulous. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for those of you who continue to support me and continue to watch my video. I see you and I love you and I appreciate your support. So in this video I'll be doing how to properly apply your foundation and oil control. So this video was actually sent to me by a couple people. They requested me to do that video, so I was like, you know, it sounds like a good idea, so why not? So I'm gonna be giving you guys a few tips on how to apply your foundation properly, and if you're an oily girl like me, how to keep that, you know, on the low so you can still get your slay. So yeah, thank you for watching and keep watching. So of course, when applying your foundation, you want to start with your primer. You shouldn't just start slapping on foundation to your face. I'm going to be using my NYX Pore Filler primer, and my tip for this is to apply it in a soft kind of motion. You don't want to be too rough on the skin, because not only can that cause some wrinkles, but doing that can also cause some micro exfoliating, and then you'll start seeing dead skin and you apply makeup on top of that, and that's crazy. So we do not want any of that, so I'm just going to go with a little primer. So yeah, I've already done my brows and my eye makeup, so if I look a little made up already, that's why. So I'm just gonna apply some more primer on my nose and my forehead, because I tend to get very oily in those areas. All right, step 2 is to make sure whatever tool you're using is clean. That could be your brush, your beauty blender, even your hands. Just make sure it's clean. That way you're not, you know, putting bacteria or any germs onto your face. Oh yeah, also I was gonna say the best tool to use is the tool that works best for you, not the tool that you see everyone using. For me, I prefer to go in with the flat brush and then blend it out with the kabuki brush afterwards. So yeah. Oh guys, okay, so I always do this before I apply my foundation. I always like to go in with my Studio Fix powder. I apply that all over my face first before I apply my foundation. So I'm just gonna go in and apply my powder all on my face, just a small amount, nothing too abrupt. Done. So now going in with my Match Master foundation, I'm just gonna apply this all over my face. Before applying your foundation, a good place to match it to your skin is always your jawline, because that's closer to your neck, so you can see if it's a good match for you. So I'm gonna test my foundation with my jawline right now. And I don't know if that's good enough for you guys to see, but as you can see, this is a good foundation match. So then next, when applying your foundation, make sure you use very little, because a little goes a long way. And also depending on where you're going, obviously if you're going out, you'd apply more makeup. If you're just chilling with some friends, you might apply less. But one thing I found that I used to do before was I used to use a lot of foundation in efforts to cover all my blemishes, and I had to realize that like some spots, some breakouts just won't get covered up, and they will still show regardless of what I do. So just use little in moderation, and even if your blemishes peek through, that's alright. So now I'm going on with my flat brush. Actually, I think I need a little more. Use just a little. Yes, so now I'm just applying my foundation. Now, depending on the brush that you're using, your technique would be different. Because I'm using a flat brush, I'm kind of doing it in more of a swiping motion. Take, for example, if I was using this kind of brush, I'm not going to swipe over my makeup. I'm going to stipple it into my face. So you want to choose the technique that works for you based on the tool you're using. Like if you're using a beauty blender, you don't go like this. If you're using a beauty blender, you don't swipe your face. You more like just, you know, press it onto your skin. So yeah. Another tip is to not just stop applying foundation right on your face. You want to take it down to your neckline a little, just to blend everything out so it looks seamless. Because it doesn't really seem realistic. You just have a, you know, it's just like you're creating a line between your face and your neck or something. sort of done using the flat brush. I'm gonna go in with this brush and I'm just gonna like set everything in and then take it down to my neck like I said. So the last thing is to not skip powder. Always make sure you apply powder over your foundation, at least if you have oily skin, because that way you can stop your makeup from transferring. And speaking about oily skin, that will bring me to my next topic tackle, which is how to oil control. If you have very oily skin, how to control the oil and make your makeup last longer. Now that I've finished the application of my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and complete the rest of my face, and I'm going to come back and so oil control, let's talk. I know it can be very frustrating when you have like really oily skin and you know you do your makeup all nice and pretty, you're feeling yourself and everything looks good, but 30 minutes after you're out, it's all oiling up, your makeup's disappearing, and it's just a mess. So I'm gonna teach you how you can keep that under control. The first thing is to stay away from extremely drying products, like extremely mattifying products. When you apply like an extremely mattifying primer to your face, you're kind of confusing your skin in a way, because your skin now thinks that your skin is dry. Your skin feels like your skin is dry, and so it feels like it needs to compensate for that dryness by hydrating itself. And if you have oily skin, of course, a way your skin hydrates itself is by producing more oil. That's why you can find that sometimes when you use all these primers that are supposed to be really mattifying, then you actually get more oily than you would if you're not even applying a primer and you're confused. So yeah, you definitely want to stay away from those. An example of a product like this is the Becca Ever Poreless Matte Ever Poreless Primer, whatever. At first, when I was using it, it was okay. Then after, well, I noticed that I would get even more oily than I would if I didn't apply any primer, until I figured this out. So a good primer, maybe like your day-to-day drugstore mattifying primers, or even high-end primers, but just not one that's extremely mattifying or drying. So when you notice that you started getting oily, I know the natural initiative is to just grab your powder and your brush and want to apply powder, but you need to stop. Make sure you blot off the excess oil with some blotting sheet, semi-damp paper towel or something. Take out the oil and then put powder over it, because when you don't blot out the oil first and you just put powder over it, the oil mixes with your powder again, and then you just it will make your makeup look cakey. So it's better if you just try removing the oil first and then applying some powder over it. Because if you have very oily skin, obviously when your skin gets oily and you have makeup on, it's like your makeup is kind of disappearing and transferring. So a good thing to do is to have a powder that has like a full coverage, or a medium to full coverage. So like a powder foundation, like mine right here. I have the MAC Studio Fix. So this is a powder foundation. I could wear this on its own without any foundation and still be fine. So it's a good primer to use for when you're getting really oily and your makeup is, you know, fading away and you still want that coverage. So powder like that you can apply all over your face and you'll be good to go. So yeah, I hope that the tips that I've mentioned will help you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.